So what this game is it's a puzzler with fairly straightforward puzzles for the most part. There are definitely a few that'll get you or feel sneaky or tricky, but usually you should be able to figure them out. Let's just put it this way. I beat the game relatively quickly, under 5 hours. It can be done a lot quicker than that. I know that for a fact because I'm terrible at puzzlers, but it can be done fairly quickly, and it was fun. I generally enjoyed the game. On top of the story puzzles, there's also hidden puzzles. It's a game where you can get as much or as little story as you want. Those little memos I was just looking at are things that you can read. You pick them up, and then you can read about them to get more story. And then another way you can get story is through phone calls. So this is technically the official way that the story keeps moving, as if you don't get a phone call, sometimes you can't leave a room, or if you can leave the room, the next room won't work. But, read those, don't read those. It's up to you. I found the story pretty interesting. Best story ever? No. But, what it is, it's intriguing. I'm actually very curious to see where it goes. And I say that because there's 2 chapters in the game with a 3rd chapter coming soon. Now, I don't know what that 3rd chapter is going to be, if it's going to be paid DLC, which would be unfortunate, or if it's going to be free DLC to finish the story. I will say that the story, to me, felt unfinished. It's a cliffhanger, and I don't like cliffhangers, especially when I have what is a full game. Now, if it's just they wanted to get the game out and they're going to patch in the 3rd bit, great. I can live with that. Based on the trophy list, I don't really think that's the case. But you were just seeing how the rest of the story stuff works. As far as how the game looks, I think it looks pretty good. Is it beautiful? No. But it's a PSVR game. They're not going to be beautiful. I know in my streams, when I was playing through, doing a Let's Play, I couldn't get over how nice the marble looked. Like, I thought the effects on the marble, which is in the main quote-unquote lobby of the game, was just great. It looked like real marble to me. So I was very impressed with that. And then some other parts of the game look really good. And then there's the parts of the game where they don't look quite as refined, but I'll chalk that up to, being on PSVR. It just, you can't expect it to look super fancy, right? Now, all that said, if you're into puzzlers, the puzzles may be too simple. The secret puzzles, I've only found the one at the moment of what I believe is 4. So those could vary in difficulty, I suppose. But the one that I found, it wasn't all that tough. Finding it was the hard part, and that really wasn't all that difficult either. And I will say the others, or at least the very first one, because I haven't replayed the 2nd chapter a second time yet. The very first secret puzzle, though, is pretty well hidden, if you ask me. But again, not good at puzzlers. Anyway, though, I found the game enjoyable. There are definitely flaws. There's some translation errors. But some of those translation errors are actually part of the story, which is pretty neat. So it's a bit of a mind F. So give it a look. Check it out. Blind Spot on PSVR from DeerVR Gaming.